6,078 deaths in a year because of bullying. 121 suicides per day. Every year, the suicide rate increases, and victims of bullying are 7 to 9% more likely to consider suicide. Mental or physical abuse can cause a person to think of or go as far as to commit suicide. Thousands of kids are affected by violence in other ways as well. In their homes, at school, and through social media. While we are all affected by violence in some way, it does not need to take away from the beauty and strength of who we are as people. We are scarred by violence, but we find beauty through uniting in kindness and in sharing our stories with the world.
Violence is gradually changing into a daily burden for children and adults. It could deeply affect a person's life, but there is a way you can stop the violence. It could be avoided if you teach young generations about violence. Teenagers should be taught to not be bystanders. Take time to learn the significance of words and show empathy.
How many kids have to commit suicide before we do something to stop it? Violence needs to stop. We should be standing up for victims and not being afraid to become involved. Helping a child who is being bullied is a small act of kindness that could save someone's life.
She just wants to be beautiful, she goes, and know that she knows no limits she craves, attention she praises, an image she prays to be sculpted by the sculptor. Oh, she don't see the light that's shining deeper than the eyes can find it. Maybe we're made of blind, so she tries to cover up the pain and cut her woes away. This cover goes and cry under their faces made.
Because of my experiences, I realized that I needed to inform families and kids that violence is not the way to go in life. When you were young, you were capable of many things. You just have to believe that you can do them.
My idea is to form a student support group with a counselor as an advisor. These students could be a group that kids could go to if they're dealing with bullying or personal issues.
In truth, we are all equal. Everyone beneath that skin is flesh, blood, heart, and soul.
Bullying people because of their race, religion, or how they look is mean and should never happen to anyone. I think everyone should be treated equal.
But there's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark, and you should know you're beautiful just where you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change its heart. No scars to your beautiful, we're stars and we're beautiful.
By telling other youths my story and speaking out, I may be able to touch the heart of others and help them realize that they are not alone. Sometimes it's not words that need to be spoken, it's an ear that needs to be open.
I want to be a mentor and show others how to make good choices, hang out with positive people, and always be respectful. I wish I could snap my fingers and make it all better. I would like to get the word out about youth suicides and do my part to decrease these numbers.
No scars to your beautiful, we're stars and we're beautiful.
You don't have to experience violence to help prevent it.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Sometimes we don't even realize its impact. It causes us to be insecure and changes the way we look at ourselves and our surroundings.
We need to end bullying at schools and teach acceptance and appreciation for one another instead of waiting to beat others down so we can bring ourselves back up.
She has dreams to be an envy, so she's starving, you know, cover girls eat nothing. She says beauty is pain and there's beauty in everything. What's a little bit of hunger? I can go a little while longer. She fades away. She don't see her perfect. She don't understand. She's worth that. That beauty goes deeper than the surface. Oh, so to all the girls that's hurting, let me be your mirror. Ever see a little bit clearer? The light that shines within.
Violence can be prevented through education and determination.
With no one to listen, people become violent. With no one to listen, people become silent. But maybe I could help. Maybe we could all help. If only we stop acting ignorant of others' feelings and make it so everyone has someone to listen.
Find compassion. Find the will to break the cycle. Reach out.
There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. And you should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing. The world can change its heart. No scars to you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful.
I can do many things to resolve youth violence. As a youth pastor, I see many things that remind me of how short life is. I want to be a mentor, encourager, and a teacher to reach the youth in need of counseling before it's too late.
If people gathered up and did something about youth violence, it could be prevented and stopped.
No scars to your beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful.
Youth violence refers to harmful behaviors that can start at an early age and continue into young adulthood. Please help me help us as a nation make a change.
We need assemblies, we need speakers, and paramountly, we need love.
We should learn how to talk out our problems instead of reacting violently.
I believe that with my ideas, more lives will be saved, our youth violence rate will go down, younger people will have a better relationship with the police, and many will have a better life.
Nobody you than the you that you are. No better life than the life we're living. No better time for you to shine, you're a star. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful. There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. And you should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing. The world can change its heart. No scars to you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful.
We all have a role to play when it comes to stopping youth violence. Every action matters. As Fyodor Dostoevsky once said, beauty will save the world. That is why we have to make sure that everyone feels the greatest beauty in the world, kindness.
No scars to you're beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful.